This question is question 5 from the 2014 paper 1, time zone 2. So we're given the graph of a function. Actually, well, we're not given the graph. We're given that the graph of the function passes through the point, not actually knowing what that graph looks like. And we're also given an equation for the derivative of that function, and we're asked to find h of x. So the first thing, given that the question asks us to find h of x and we're given h prime of x, is that we're going to need to find an antiderivative. So we want to find the antiderivative of h prime of x dx. So that's going to be the antiderivative of 4 cosine of 2x. So dx. So let's think about this. Now, we could do this by guessing and checking. This is also potentially a u-substitution problem. So let's try doing this using u-substitution as well. So let's make this that u is equal to 2x, which means that du is going to be equal to 2 dx. And let's just take a quick look here. We have 4 dx in our integrand. So if we multiply this by 2 du is going to be equal to 4 dx. And so since u is 2x, and this is cosine of 2x, we can do some simplification. So this becomes cosine of u. Let's write that integral symbol there. 4 dx, we wrote, is equal to 2 du. So we know that we'll put the 2 here and then the du here. Pull the 2 out front. And then we have the integral of cosine of u du. And that is a straightforward antiderivative. That is just going to be 2 sine of u. Let's put in the plus c, very important. And now let's substitute back our substitution of 2x for u. So this becomes 2 sine of 2x plus c, and that is our h of x. Don't forget that plus c, very important, specifically because this function could move up and down on the y-axis and still have the derivative function that we were given at the beginning of this problem. So let's now use the second bit of information, the fact that this graph, the graph of this function goes through the point pi over 12 and 5. So that means that h of pi over 12 must be equal to 5. So let's substitute this information into our equation for h of x. So 2 sine of 2 times pi over 12 plus c is equal to 5. We can simplify this a little bit because we know that this, number 1, simplifies to 2 sine of pi over 6 plus c equals 5. And from our unit circle knowledge, we know that sine of pi over 6 is going to be equal to 1/2. So 2 times 1/2 plus c is equal to 5. That's 1 plus c equals 5, which gives us that c is 4. So our final equation for h of x is that h of x equals 2 sine of 2x plus 4.